Hi guys, I'm Ro from Ro and Z.
And I'm Z. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I plan out my work planner. I'm so excited because this is the first time I'm able to do that. It's the beginning of the year, so there's nothing work related in the planner that will compromise my work obligations. So get ready and stay tuned. We're back, Rosies. And before we get into it, I just want to remind you, if you like the content that you see in this video, please hit that like, thumbs up, and sub to the channel. So let's get in. This is my work planner. The cover is a cloth and paper leather folio from their heirloom collection. Is in the color Veneta. And I purchased this on their Black Friday Cyber Week sale in 2024. It is genuine cowhide leather. Smell that. Smell that. It is so rich. I'm telling you, I love it. So
So you
anyway,
don't,
so
you're
this is
not scared Peter come after you?
no. They can come. I'll be ready. But yes, this is and a classic. This is a classic HP size. This is the largest folio that they carry in their collection. So let's get into it. So this is my work planner. This is what I'm opening up to in 2025, and it is gorgeous.
Hmm. Wow.
Let's start with the
Wow.
let's start with the journaling cards. This journaling card says consistency, and this card is from May Paper Co. I love this card, particularly for work, because yes, you have to remain consistent. And that one word is pretty much how I work as well as how I encourage my team to work. This other journaling card is from Cloth and Paper. It says order comes through habit, and you can see how this is a circle that is not as poised and correct, I guess, and it starts getting there eventually. So I added that to my planner. I'm not striving for, well, I guess I am striving for perfection. You know, you could only do what you can. This is a journaling card that I received from, I believe this was from Made Paper Co. It provides different habits like priorities, tranquilities, intentions, evaluations, identifications, and they consider these weekly reflections. This journaling card from Cloth and Paper says stop measuring days by degree and productivity and start experiencing by degree of presence. I really this saying really speaks to me more so in my personal life than doing my work, because I do productivity is measured by productivity in my job, but at least I have a moment of presence in my personal life when I, meet my friends or go out with my colleagues when I'm at work. And so these two journaling cards, the bottom one is a journaling card. Up the back of it is just letting you know, provides my name, my contact information of who owns this planner. And this journaling card says create without boundaries. I don't know if you could see that there. And that again is from Cloth and Paper. I also included a decorative moment here in the pocket. This is a dashboard from a Happy Planner. So I just thought it went with the theme and the color scheme of this planner. So I just added it there for some decorative impact. So now let's go for this beauty right here. This first, the dashboard is from Cloth and Paper. It says icon. a noun, and then it defines what icon is at the bottom here. And I'll tell you this, when I love the dashboard, so I purchased it from Cloth and Paper. But what spoke to me is this, I should say, cover. Got the cover from Cloth and Paper. The dashboard is what spoke to me. And this is from Jane's Agenda. Jane's Agenda, you hit it out of the park. This is absolutely stunning. Stunning. And it is beautifully pigmented. The image speaks to me. It says to me, I interpret this image as I am strong yet flexible. And the beauty about Jane's Agenda's dashboards is that they are double-sided. So you get to see this beauty when you turn the page and I look at my my yearly. This is, I have a divider here, and I added the calendar that says calendar at the bottom. And I put some of these dividers in the bottom. I have some on top, and you'll note the difference when I go through. But I do have this divider just to put all the calendars, my work calendars. I have here a yearly. This is from May Paper Co. Is a beautiful vellum 2025. I have this calendar that provides all the holidays and observances from Cloth and Paper. And generally, when I have this, the calendar section, I would put my son's school calendar. I would print it and, shrink it to match the classic size. My son's school calendar, as well as my work fiscal calendar in this section. So now we're moving on to notes and lists. And I got this divider from Cloth and Paper. And this is another gorgeous Jane's Agenda dashboard. This is beautiful. I think it's called Night Blooms or Midnight Blooms or something to that effect. But there are peonies in a dark background, as you can see. And I am not a big floral person, but I love flowers if they're done right. I like flowers that are elegant and elevated, and I think this is that. So, and Jane's Agenda does that. She has a knack for doing that and doing it well. So yes, I bought this from Jane's Agenda. Peonies. I also bought this for Rocio because Rocio, one of her favorite flowers are peonies. And again, it's double-sided, so you have that beautiful lush look on both sides of the planner. And right after notes and lists, I go into my inbox. And I do have a marker here for inbox because I flip through back and forth when I go through when I'm working. And here is where I put everything that I need to do at a given day. So generally, I go into work, I get through my email, I add what I need to add on this. This is like a general dump-in station for everything I have to do, all my tasks or assignments or projects. This particular insert is new to me because this is from Jane's Agendas, by the way. I usually use the inserts from Poi and Hun. I've used these inserts for about a year or since I started this type sort of planning, and they've worked for me. Love them. But the beauty about Jane's Agenda's inserts is that they have this added, I found it to be a little bit more complete. It lets you know whether a task is urgent, the next steps, if they need next steps, whether it needs to be scheduled, it's delegated to somebody else on your team, if this is going to be a project, a reference, something that you'll do someday, or it's canceled. So this I found that is going to be work a little bit better for what I need to do. But prior to that, and I'll still use them because I have a whole lot of them, are the Poi and Hunt inbox. And this is simple. I mean, I don't have to tell you, but here you have how you demark the inbox as urgent, soon, or someday. I changed someday as later because I usually put that markation. I put U for urgent, S for soon, and L for later in this section here. So when I need to know something that I could do quickly, if I finish my assignments and I got to go back and see what else needs to be done, I know from this list here whether I can do it that particular day. So this has worked for me. I'm not going to knock Poi and Hum because I discovered the inserts from Jane's agenda, but I just want to try them out. Another insert that I added here is from May Paper Co. And this insert is things that I need to follow up on. So waiting on, if I delegated this to someone, I can put it here. If I'm waiting for a client or a third party vendor or whatever to provide something, I can put it here. So I know this is my follow-up sheet. I thought that was something that would work for me in my work schedule, in my workplace. So let's move on to scheduling. So again, this is part of a set that came, this divider is a part of a set that came with the other pieces from Cloth and Paper. This is a gorgeous dashboard from May Paper Co. that I thought would layer beautifully over Jane's agenda dividers. This is just gorgeous. I just find this to be so romantic. And that's kind of like the theme that I wanted to have in my work planner. I wanted to be something soothing, something soft and feminine. So I think it's working on it. I chose Bonjour for the scheduling section because it's going to be I go into the morning, go into my work in the morning and just kind of saying, hey, wake up, good day. So thought it was pretty fitting. Anyway, this is a Jane's Agenda dashboard. It came in a collection. And I'll tell you this, I purchased this about 5 months ago when I saw her have it in one of her tutorial videos or whatever. I purchased it. And then I didn't know where I put it. So I saw that it was on last call on her website. So I purchased it again because I loved it so much. And eventually I found the first set. So I have 2 sets of this in the classic size. I ordered them without the demarcation as to month. And I regret that. I should have actually gotten that. But I went into my sticker book and just placed the months there. That wasn't an issue. Anyway, the inserts that I use for my work planner, majority of them are from Cloth and Paper, and Cloth and Paper has a beautiful message for each month, and this is the message to embrace gratitude and transformation for the new year. We move on, and this is the goals page. Now, I've used this with the Happy Planner. I think it was earlier last in 2024 when they had their work life planner. And that's another thing I forgot to say. These planner rings are from the Happy Planner work life planner line. I tried using the Cloth and Paper rings. I purchased these from Cloth and Paper during their Cyber Week sale. And these are 1.25 inches, and these are 1.5 inches. The problem with these rings is that not that I like I like the size of them, but their thickness isn't as they're a lot thicker in the middle than the Happy Planner rings. And these dividers, these top dividers that I have that says notes this month and this week, these dividers are from Happy Planner. And when you add these dividers into these rings, it doesn't move as quickly. It gets stuck. So fortunately, my work planner isn't as thick that I would need bigger rings, but now that I know, I'm just gonna have to keep that in mind. And I hope you guys keep it in mind if you're looking to do the same. But anyway, going to our schedule section. Here I just write my goals, important dates, projects that need top priority. Important dates for me would be meetings that I'm having, if I have any hearings or mediations, that sort of thing would go here. I don't know how I will use this checklist, but bills due, I wouldn't use this to use my bills. That's a personal matter, but I would just white out the bills, the money sign, and just use this for projects that are due during the month of or the particular month. This is my monthly. I color code for my monthly spread. I've been doing it since forever and a day. So I color code, and I just, have my monthly calendar reflect the one that's on Outlook. And I'll be frank, I don't generally in the work while I'm working look at the monthly. I'm more dependent on the one that is on my Outlook or the company calendar. But the reason I make sure that my monthly reflects the ones that's on Outlook is because at any given time I would have to go into a meeting or go travel. I don't want to sit around updating my calendar. I do not have a work phone, so this is my portable calendar if I'm leaving the office. So I make sure it's updated. Then on this page, you have an area for notes. I don't know how I'm going to use this. Problem is, it's just that I don't know if I'm gonna write something in here and then I forget it's here and not somewhere else where I usually write notes. So I don't know how I'm gonna use that, but there's no pages there. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where 75% of my time is spent on in my planner. My planner at work stays on the weekly layout, the weekly portion. I
Do
use
you
this
leave your
layout
work do you leave your work planner open and on your desk?
all the time,
Okay.
all the
Okay.
time. I may close it because I want to come in when I come into the office, look at this.
Mhm.
But I generally, this is how I have it when I'm working. I come into the office and what I do generally on a Monday is I list everything that I intend to do during this week. And it depends on the week. If it's a week that I have a lot of meetings and that sort of thing, then I know there's not a lot that I would be able to do because my time will be spent in meetings and the like. But if it's a slow week, write all my tasks here. Then this portion, by the way, these are from cloth and paper if I didn't mention. This portion of my weekly is I put what projects I'm working on that day, if I'm working on a project or what project is due that day. Right here on this space where it says tasks, I write the first task is always inbox, always, always, always inbox. But these are the tasks that are priorities.
And the reason why I'm asking if you leave your planner open is because sometimes you people look for you and they can't find you. Because sometimes I go to into the HR department, you do see a schedule of who's out for meetings, who's off today, so that way the employees within that department know if the generalist or the HR coordinator is there. That's why I was asking if you leave it open.
Well, I leave it open, but I don't do that. We don't do that. Our office, there is authorized areas where people go and there's unauthorized areas. So whoever comes into my office is authorized to be there, is a team member. So having this open at my desk and someone having an opportunity to peep on it
Mm.
wouldn't bother me because it's all work related.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, that wouldn't happen at my office. But yeah, so this is where I stay about 75% of my time. I put my priority task here. Of course, this is the agenda, and this memo section is where I put tasks that I can get to if I complete my priority task. And sometimes if in the work environment, it's a dynamic environment. You plan certain things and things don't go as planned. So I may not get through all my priority tasks, but maybe because of a crunch time or whatever, I may get into the tasks that I can get to, which are low priority but has to get done. I'll tell you, prior to discovering this daily worksheet I don't know what it's called on cloth and paper, but it's a daily worksheet. I use the Happy Planner vertical planner for my work planner, and it just didn't work. I needed mostly because I needed a place to put my meetings. I'm in meetings almost every day. So that wasn't a part of it. That wasn't, at least in the vertical planner. Now that they have the work life line, it adds it, but the columns are so small, I don't have enough space to write my tasks or the meetings. So this works out perfect for me, and it's dated. So this is generally what is in the monthly, or how I use the inserts for cloth and paper. I'll just show you the dashboards because it's the same thing for each month. This is the dashboard for February. And again, this is from Jane's Agenda. This is gorgeous. It's like marble crackling for March. And this one is for April. And it repeats itself every quarter for the year. So now we're going to get to this portion of my planner. This is where I put, once something is in a follow-up, I need to follow up on it. I usually, and again, this is part of that set from Cloth and Paper. This is a dashboard from May Paper Co. And I try to reuse inserts. How I'm planning, how I've used this is that I white out the date part. This is an old, I think it's a 2023 horizontal, 2024 there. 2024 horizontal insert that I wanted to try out. They had a sale of 50% off. They, meaning Cloth and Paper, had a sale on their 2024 inserts, and I wanted to see how the horizontal inserts could work for me at work. They didn't, but I'm not going to have anything go to waste. So I'm planning to use this to categorize follow-ups for different clients or different cases. And I have that here as well. And I've tried it, so it works. So it's not something that I'm planning to do new. And then lastly is what I have categorized here as plans. I have this bottom tab here so I could get to it quickly. And this is where I put my projects and the steps I take for those particular projects. And I have some client stuff here, so I'm just going to be very careful to, okay. So moving on, I have a notes section here. That plan sheet is from, okay. The plan sheet is from a pad from the Happy Planner. And it's a thick pad and it's neutral, so it's great for work. So that's where I purchased this one. This is also from the Happy Planner from their Work and Life line, and they're just notes. And at the back here, I just have some stickers from, again, the Happy Planner that came with the planner that I purchased in 2024. And of course, this comes with a pen loop. So there you have it, Rosies. This is my work planner. Let me put this back here. I hope you enjoy the flip through. Let me know how you use your work planner. If you have this one, if you have any items that I mentioned here, if you're curious as to how I use some of these inserts, let a sister know. Thank you for joining us. And per usual, if you enjoy this video, like, the video. And if you want to see more of this content, please subscribe. Bye.